going on, guys? It's Alex from Metal Master Kingdom. We're at the Hard Luck in Toronto tonight, and I'm joined by Michael Stutzer of Artillery.
Hi.
How are you, Mike?
I'm really fine. It's a pleasure to be in Canada for the first time. It's a bit cold, but it seems to be good.
Welcome
Thank
to
you
Canada.
very much.
So, since this is your first tour of North America, do you have any expectations?
Yeah, so from the first part, we started back in the old days to one of our main goals was to go to the United States and play Canada. That would be really cool, and it's taken us almost 30 years to come. So I can only say that it's a really pleasure, and I really expected the people to be good, but not as good as it's been so far. It's really been supportive, and it's really good to see people come to say to you, "I've been waiting for you in 30 years."
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So up to now the audience have been perfect. They did a lot of merch sales and stuff like that, so it's really been cool.
Yep. Awesome to hear. Awesome. So you're currently touring on your latest album, Legions. It's an awesome album. I really love it. It came out in October of last year. It's also your first with Michael Dalla on vocals, and it's also your first on Metal Blade. How's the reception been from the fans?
It's been overwhelming, I would say, because of course there was been a few fans who said that it should sound like the old singer, you know, but the old singer hadn't sung metal for almost 20 years. So I think people are taking really good about Michael because he sings very good, yeah. And he always fits perfectly into the people in Artillery. He's a very down-to-earth person, and the same can be said on the new drummer Joshua. So I think it's been a really good combination. The band is stronger than ever, and now the new members want to tour. That's a really big important.
Yep, very good. Ever since reforming in 2007, you released 3 albums, like When Death Comes, My Blood, and Legions. On the first 2, you had Soren Adamson singing, and then he departed, and then in comes Michael. How long did it take you to find Mike, and how'd you find him?
It was really easy because we played in a local gig in Denmark, and he played in a band where he covers King Diamond with full face songs, and we was playing. They played before us, and we heard him sing and talk a little about with him, and he looks really cool, and we knew he could sing that kind of music, so we just asked him to try two local gigs in Copenhagen, and he did that really good, and then I called him and said, "You're in the band if you want." So that was very easy. We didn't really try any other singers out.
All right.
And the same with the drummer, Joshua. Was also, he wrote me, I wanted to play, and he was living in the United States at that point, and moved back to Denmark. Mm-hmm. And he got out and rehearsed one gig with us, and we said, "This is the man." Yeah. So it was very easy, very, very easy.
Cool. Right. The struggle you keep within, bleeding, not guilty in a world of sin. The voices inside your head, forever your chains are living again. So let's step back a bit here. You first split up in 1991, and then you reformed it in 1998. You released an album called Back, and then you split up again in 2000, but then you reformed again in 2007. What led to the initial splits and then the reformations?
At first point, we had a singer who didn't want to tour, and we got a lot of tour setups, and he cancelled them. So that was really frustrating for the band because at the point in the 1989 and 19, we have a really good chance to go out there and play a lot of show. We have offers from go with Exodus, Vanguard, and many other bands, but he didn't want to tour. So we departed there in a very frustrating, you know, and it took us, I think, about 7 years or something like that, and then we tried again with the same singer, because he said he wanted to be more out now, but very early he showed that he didn't want to do it again. So it was once again, we can't tour. We're gonna make a record. People like it, but we can't tour.
Yeah.
So. After that, we met again. I think Metal Mind, the old label, did a box set with the 4 first albums, and all our guys in Artillery met there and talked about what can we do? Do we want to play or what? What do we want? And then 4 of us sat down and said, we want to play, but we have to get a new singer because as we stuck there again. So that was the reason and the main. So we found Søren and he was joining us for 2 albums, and then he wanted to do some different stuff. So we were still good friends, but he wanted to play more traditional hard rock metal. So that's the main reason. Mm-hmm. So now we have a singer who wants to play live. So you can see the result. We come to the United States for the first time in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, Søren's a great singer.
He was a good and also a good friend. Yeah. But he wanted to be involved in so many projects, so it was really difficult to plan anything, you know.
Yeah, the timing is always
bad.
And
also for the fans can live with a singer who they can see in 20 other bands, you know. That's not fair. They want to keep him in artillery.
Yep.
For the fans' sake, so that's more easy this way now.
I see. Cool. I want to talk about your brother Morten. He actually played bass on the first 2 albums, Fear of Tomorrow and Terror Squad. When you guys got to By Inheritance, he switched to guitar. How did he make the decision to go from bass to guitar?
Morten always played guitar alongside the bass, but in the first part we had a guitar player called Jørgen Sendau, because we was reunited for two different groups at that point. So when he decided to leave, Morten took over the guitar, and he made most of the songs, you know. So it was very natural for him to play the guitar, and you can hear a big difference in By Inheritance because his input is also there. So that was the main reason. So he stuck with the guitar. After that, he's not on this tour because he's just got operated. Rune is filling in for him here.
Yep.
So also, but he will be back in January.
All right.
So
good to hear that all's going well and he's doing all right.
Yeah.
Just taking it easy.
He's just got to be told to take it easy, and one month and then he'll back in full track. So Rune did a good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
So and Peter, your current bass player, was also his first album with you, By Inheritance.
Yeah. So. His first trip with the band was to Russia in 1989, where we got disbanded from the country because it was Western decadence, so they throw us out of the country. And right after that, we did the By Inheritance album. But we wrote 2 of the songs in Russia, Comaniac and Don't Believe.
Oh, nice.
So that was fun, and 7 AM from Tashkent, of course, the intro.
Cool.
So that was fun.
Cool. So Artillery has 1 live DVD out. It's called One Foot in the Grave, the Other in the Trash, which is shot in Katowice, Poland.
Yeah.
At the Metal Mania Festival in 2008. Was it? Or
2007, I think it was. Maybe 2008. Yeah, I think you're right.
Do you envision Artillery doing another one at some point in the future?
Yeah, we have been talking about that. In fact, we got some offer to do something in Brazil, but we didn't do it this time. But maybe we could do it on the 7 Tons of Metal. We're gonna contribute there, so that's a chance for doing that there. The first DVD we did only after 3 gigs, you know, we only played together for 3 gigs, and then we did a DVD, so it was very fast moving. So of course we want to do it now we are more together, played on, and all that kind of stuff, you know, so that could be cool. So that definitely is one thing we will do.
All right. Many fans out there who are probably wondering what's going on with your original singer Flemming Ronsdorf. Would you happen to know what he's doing now?
Yeah, he kind of sings with small pops and weddings and stuff like that with his acoustic guitar. He don't do metal anymore at all. I don't think he ever really been into metal. He was a good singer, but he's more into, you know, he played a long time in a Beatles cover band called Rubber Band, where he did Beatles songs and stuff like that. So he will never could come back to artillery. Many people say that I had to go back to take him back and stuff, but he don't want to play.
Yeah.
And we don't want him, so it's very easy.
Yeah. When you guys reformed in 2007, you actually reached out to him first, right? But then he said, I don't want, I'm into doing some other things.
Yeah, he didn't want to participate at all. Also. And it would be stupid to do it again, because every time we start on making an album, you can tour. Make an album, you can tour.
Yeah.
People want to see you play live.
Yeah.
So
So right now I'm just doing like local acoustic gigs around Denmark.
Yeah.
All right. You got to do what you love. I respect that.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I got. It's in my soul and in my heart. That's what I got. It's in my soul and in my heart.
What do you do outside of the band?
And at the moment I don't do anything. I try to live about playing music. And up to now it's working okay. It's not like I'm a millionaire or anything, but it's working.
All right.
So, but he had to get a lot of touring to make it work, you know.
Right.
But I'm ready to tour, and the guys are ready to tour. So we have to see what is going up to. Peter is has his own company, so we can do a lot of things while we are traveling.
All right.
So and Josh is also trying to live out and have a drum school, and Michael is a teacher, so he can take some jobs here and then, and the same with Rune here at this moment. So,
What kind of teacher is Mike?
he's a Danish teacher. Danish in Danish and English. Yeah. Don't think he's a math. So, Danish and English is his main goal.
Okay, cool. Okay, and my last question of the night is, I know that you and Onslaught are also working on coming back to North America in the springtime for a few places that you missed on this tour.
Yeah.
What are the future plans for Artillery as far as touring beyond that and the next album?
The next album is planned to go in studio in March, and hope to have it released in end of June. And as far as touring going, we have South America coming up now right after this, and we have some the boats
7,000 tons,
yeah, and we have some gigs in Europe, also
with Onslaught, right?
Yeah, and we're planning to start to talk about going to Japan again, and or else what comes up, you know. We have a European tour also on the board right now. We are working on in maybe late 2015. So there's a lot of things to do, so we don't get bored, and that's cool.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
it was a pleasure to talk.
Thank you, man, for the
And
support.
any closing message to the fans?
Yes, I hope you really want to come to see us here in Canada. Come and join the Legions and get us some frass.
So you heard the Legions. Be sure to catch this tour. Artillery are awesome. Be sure to come check them out with Onslaught and pick up the new album Legions. And be sure to look out for new music from Artillery next year. I'm Alex. You're watching MillmasterKingdom.com. See you next time.